Hey guys, what's up? So far we saw a couple of interesting things that were about the modules loading with RequireJS. I'll address the external loading today. That means if we have an external library out of our project, how can I take advantage of it and load it as any other module in my project and be able to use it? To do that, I will illustrate it with the jQuery thing. So the jQuery library is really interesting when it comes to do slick manipulation instead of the native JavaScript. So go in your web navigator and just enter jQuery CDN. Once you have it, click on the link that says code.jQuery.com. Once it opens, make sure you click on the minified version of the version that is supported. You can choose any of them, just the one that is the most meaningful for you. I choose this one, the minified one. Then all I need to do is copy the URL in here. I don't need to copy the JS because the library will be able to determine the actual file. We put an extension to the file, so RequireJS will take care of it. So I go back in my web editor in here. Then all I need to do is adding that jQuery, then I add the CDN in here, and that's done. And that's done. We don't need to add anything else beside that. The next thing I'm going to do is simply use it inside my project. So how can I do that? I can do that by simply entering this line here, var $require jQuery. That is exactly the same as here. And by that, I can actually use all the potential of jQuery in my application now. And it's super easy, and it shows me all the libraries I'm using in one point. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the result of the addition and I'll input it inside the H1. But we don't have any H1 yet in the project, meaning by that I'll take the index in here, then I'll go ahead and just add an H1 in here, and I'll say, hey, I am an H1. Then I'll just add an H2 as well. Hey, I am an H2. And that's done. In here, I'll use the jQuery and select the elements I want to target. I'll say, okay, the H2, I'm choosing it. I'll use the text of it. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to change it. I'm going to take the calculator, then I'll add the addition result inside. And that's done. So if we reload our page in here, by opening the project, I can just drag the index in here and it changes it to addition 60. So this shows you how you can actually take advantage by loading external libraries inside your project. The list is really long, and the thing that is really interesting is it would only use it in classes that are actually needed. So if during your project you don't actually need a library, at some point it will never load all the library. So that's a pretty slick and interesting features of RequireJS.